quadratic equation. So when using completing the square, your objective is to have A term and B term on one side. Whatever the C term is, you need to get rid of it. In this case, what will you do? You subtract C from each side. So you will end up with A squared plus BX is equal to negative C. And we need to get rid of A now. What will you do to get rid of A? You divide this by A, divide this by A, and divide this by A.
That's how you get the axis.
A cancel, now you have x squared plus B over A x is equal to negative C over A. Then you can start applying the completing the square method. Your B term is B over A. What you must do to that? What you always do with B?
Divide by 2.
You divide by 2, then you do what? Square it. So we have B over A divided by 2 over 1. This is going to become a complex fraction, right? As always, you keep, change to multiplication, and you flip. So that will give you B over A times 1 over 2. This will give you what? B over 2A. Then what you do with that outcome? You square. And as always, you keep that as your reference. When you square that, what will be the outcome of that? What is it? B squared over 4A squared. So that's what you add to each side. So you add this here, B squared over 4A squared plus B squared over 4A squared. Here, this needs to be simplified into one fraction. Right? In this case, what will be your common denominator? Common denominator. 4A squared. This need to have 4A squared. Therefore, you need to multiply by 4A. So this can become 4A squared. Right? This, you will have B squared. What is minus C times 4A? That will give you negative what? 4AC over 4A squared. So when you combine that, that's what you should have. So in this case, we'll have x squared plus B over AX plus B squared over 4A squared is equal to B squared minus 4AC over 4A squared. Alright, this is a perfect square trinomial. You're going to rewrite that. It's something squared. And we already keep your reference here. This is B over 2A. Alright? We'll have x plus B over 2A is equal to that. And look on the fourth term, completing the square. What does it say? Fourth step, you must do what? So take the square root of each side. Right? This is going to come out as x plus B over 2A. That will be plus or minus root of B squared minus 4AC. What is square root of 4? What is square root of A squared? Now you need to solve for x. You need to get x by itself. What will be your final step? You subtract minus B over 2A from each side. And you do the same thing also, minus B over 2A. And you will have x equal, right? Minus B plus or minus root of B squared Alright, minus 4ac, your common denominator is what? 2a. That will be your final product. Do you anybody recall what is that? This is where the quadratic formula comes from. So that will be your next lesson. So if you have your equation in standard form and you apply the completing the square method from it, you will heal with the quadratic formula. So now should be an easier tool to use. Completing the square should be more difficult than using quadratic formula. It's just a formula. So your equation, to use quadratic formula, your equation need to be in standard form always, where everything is on one side is equal to 0. You only need to identify the A term, the B term, and the C term, then you just plug in, then you solve for x. Make sense?